Bitcoin to the moon. I'm pretty sure that statement has become more common than the media updating us about the notorious coronavirus daily, literally. So, let's talk about Bitcoin, or more specifically, what I do when clients of mine ask me to invest their money into Bitcoin.
Till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Devin Master here, coming back to you with another video. For those of you who are new, I'm a financial advisor and an endurance athlete, and I would like to welcome you to the channel. And if you want to join the journey and learn some things along the way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would deeply appreciate that. Anyways, before we get started, just a quick reminder as usual, for those of you who are looking for any sort of portfolio review or financial plan review that you currently have in place, or if you're just looking to get started in financial planning overall to better your personal financial management, you can contact me via my details in my link tree, which link to that is in description. As you can see here, my link tree is various links and methods that you can get a hold of me, and any of them are available. So yeah, looking forward to getting in touch with you. Anyways, back to the video. So what do I do when clients ask me to invest their money in Bitcoin? Well, to be honest, I simply say no, stay away from that stuff. No, I'm joking. That's what the old me would have done 3 years ago when I knew nothing about Bitcoin. That being said, it's not like I know a lot, it's not like I'm some sort of Bitcoin enthusiast genius now, but I do know, or I'd like to think I know a tad bit more. But yeah, so what do I tell them? So I can't really actually invest clients' money for them into Bitcoin. Well, technically I can, but I won't. This is because unlike me taking their money and putting it in a mutual fund or an index fund or a real estate investment trust or any sort of regulated asset, the difference is Bitcoin is yet not classified as an asset class via the Financial Service Board of South Africa, which means that if I put clients' money into Bitcoin and then the value of that investment goes down, which most likely it will in the short term, like pretty much any investment sometimes goes down in the short term, but especially a volatile thing like Bitcoin, what they can do is the clients can actually sue me for losing their money. Why? Because it isn't a regulated asset. So I can't, it doesn't fall under the same disclaimers of, we do as professionals invest your money for you, but you realize that it is still a risk and that there is potential of losing money. With Bitcoin, that isn't possible because it isn't yet a regulated asset. But what I would do is I would unofficially, and I mean literally unofficially, advise them on this. So I literally won't list this on the record of advice, which is just basically like a record of advice that at the end of every single meeting we draw up together to put everything on record, that if something happens in the future, we can, myself or my clients can cover their asses so that we can't something goes wrong, which is just standard. So I wouldn't put it in at all, the record of advice that we at all spoke about Bitcoin, but I'll also fully disclose that to the client, that the whole conversation revolving Bitcoin isn't going to be on the record of advice, and that it's all theoretical and for educational purposes, and that if they want to pursue learning more about Bitcoin and investing in it by themselves, it's all on their own risk, and I'm nothing to associate with that because, I don't want to get sued. That's not up my alley. Yeah, I mean, maybe some of you guys might enjoy getting sued, but personally, that's not in my game. But anyways, after I've made this clear, and I will give them my unofficial advice on should they invest in Bitcoin, should they learn more, etc., etc. So I would tell them if they have time, they should learn more, and if they're looking for an alternative type of investment, then yes, they should look into Bitcoin. Obviously, depending on their risk tolerance, I would advise anything from 1 to maximum 15% of their investable portfolio to allocate it towards Bitcoin. But I also encourage them to look at Bitcoin as not a growth asset. So unlike investing in Apple or Tesla or Pick and Pay or any sort of public company that, you know, has fundamentals and is the performance is based over the overall performance of the company, that is a growth asset. I encourage them to stop viewing Bitcoin as a growth asset and rather as a storage of value like gold. Why is that? Because technically, yes, gold has been around for a long time, but unlike a growth stock, gold's intrinsic value is based on nothing but its scarcity and the demand of the market. A growth stock, its intrinsic value is based on literal fundamental numbers and the performance of the overall company. So I personally view Bitcoin, and I would encourage people to view it as a storage of value and not a growth asset. So when you think about a storage of value, just like gold, most investors allocate like 5 to 10% of their portfolios towards gold. So do the same for Bitcoin, and don't have in mind that you're going to go into the investment today and then sell those Bitcoin off tomorrow, because the chance that it's going to go down in value is very high, just looking at Bitcoin in the intraday. However, over the long term, and I'm talking about very, very, very long term, as in like 15 to 20 years plus, Bitcoin, in my opinion, would be a very, very valuable storage of value and somewhere to almost, you know, store a portion of your cash, which another thing that a storage of value is, like gold, it's a hedge against inflation. And now Bitcoin has potential to maybe even go above gold, who knows? But if gold is anything to tell us worth, and that if the analysis that's out there on Bitcoin is true, and at some point gold and Bitcoin will become sort of an equilibrium, well then go figure, because gold's market cap or its market value is currently like the total market capitalization value is around $2.5 to $3 trillion to the T. Bitcoin is currently, and I know I say only, but in the grand scheme of things it's only worth 800 billion US dollars. So go figure, there's still like a potential of it growing a lot. So overall, as a storage of value and something to have 1 to 15% of your portfolio in, I would tell my clients, absolutely, they can go for it, if depending on, again, what their risk tolerance is and what that's based on the percentage that they should invest. And also if they just want to get into it because of the hype, or because they actually see value in it and they think it's going to benefit them. So yeah guys, that's it. Overall, I'm really excited to see where Bitcoin is going to go and what it holds in the future, because as we see a lot of companies, I mean, Tesla just bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin with their part, which was part of their overall $19 billion cash pile. Apple and MasterCard are now accepting Bitcoin as payments and transfer methods. So overall, you know, as more and more companies start accepting Bitcoin either as a payment or investing a portion of their cash into Bitcoin as a storage of value, I think we're going to see a lot of interesting things in Bitcoin space and blockchain and crypto industry as a whole. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this all takes us, and just as always, excited to see what the future holds. But yeah, anyways guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure to give this video a like, share it to someone if you think they can learn from this, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And also, just again, if you want to get a hold of me to discuss anything financial, and of course, as I was finishing off the video, my camera had to break down. That's the technology. always causing freaking problems. But anyways, as I was saying, if you want to get a hold of me for anything finance related, financial planning, personal financial management, or just some financial education, you can reach me via my link tree. There are all the methods on my link tree. Link for that will be in the description. And yeah, as always, hope you guys have a good day further. Peace out, ladies.